It's your girl Creole. Let's go. It's your girl Creole. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy. It's your boy Retro. Retro. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy Retro. Retro. Let's go. It's Creole. Let's go. It's Creole. Let's go. Your girl Creole. Let's go. Your girl Creole. Oh yeah. It's your girl Creole. Let's go. It's your girl Creole. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy Retro. But yeah.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Retro.
And this is Creole.
For real, bro.
What?
Jesus. And this is another episode of but yeah.
We back, baby. I'm on drugs. I'm
You
delirious.
doing the most right now,
I'm
bro.
sorry. I'm on meds.
Even if you wasn't on meds, you still be doing the most.
You know how I am when my nose is stuffed up. I get delirious. It's the lack of oxygen to my brain.
Jesus. It's gonna be a long podcast.
It's gonna be a fun one though.
Anyway, y'all, hope everyone is doing well. It's another Tuesday down in the greatest city in the world, New Orleans, baby, the NOLA. It's actually sunny today. It's cold, but it's sunny.
It is beautiful outside. We definitely gotta go.
Go where?
I don't know, somewhere. Just out in the sun. Maybe it'll make me feel better.
Maybe
the vitamin D will make me feel better.
Maybe. So anyway, you guys, Creole came in. But first, let me say this. I want to give a special shout out to Uncle Mark. He's very well, Uncle Mark is Tiffany's uncle.
He's my youngest uncle.
And I asked him a question about animation and stuff because I wanted to add like an extra feature to the podcast and whatnot. Get more eyes on us, more promotion. So pretty much I opened a can of worms because we used to start going down this rabbit hole, and ever since then he's been just texting me or texting us, ideas for the podcast, things we could cover, which I am grateful for. You keep on sending that information, Uncle Mark. I just want to give you a shout out and thank you for your support and love.
Love you, Unc.
And, trying to help us, get to that plateau, not get to that peak that we're trying to reach.
You want to stop using that word.
You heard me caught myself.
I'm good.
All right, then. I need you talking to the mic, though.
I'm right here.
Give me that.
What?
Give it here.
No.
Give it here. Like a kid. Jesus. So, thank you, Uncle Mark. So Creole came across this. What was that? It was on Shade Room?
It was a post on Shade Room because, of course, that's where you find like all the stupid shit that barely celebrities do. And somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you call Lil Uzi Vert a barely celebrity?" Whatever. I don't listen to this shit, so I don't give a damn. But I mean, you want me to just say it, or you was gonna?
No, you go ahead.
It? All right.
Go ahead and say it.
So, Lil Uzi Vert disclosed recently that he paid millions for a pink diamond so he can implant it in his forehead.
How long he's been paying on it?
He said he's been paying on it since 2017.
He's been paying damn near 3 years.
4 years.
No, 4 years.
Going on 4 years.
Going on 4 years
now.
On a pink diamond.
So he can put it in his forehead so he can look like Vision.
And somebody gonna Thanos snap that motherfucker out his
pull
forehead.
that bitch out his forehead.
What the? I don't.
Like, he didn't learn from Vision. Like,
bruh.
Like, I don't wish death on anybody, but easily somebody's gonna try to murk him for that.
They ain't gonna murk him.
Diamond.
They just gonna yank that shit out of his forehead.
Yeah, they might be on some Inglourious Bastard shit and just like scalp him for it.
Cut that shit clean up. But I never understood. I mean, and there's people who what they call it?
What?
When you get like little.
Oh, you talking about people that get dermal?
Yeah, because Nikki, I think Carly B, she got one, but she got like a little.
She got him or she had him or whatever.
She had like a little diamond or something, a little small thing,
When I worked at Solstice, there was a guy that was like one of my frequents, and he had like a cluster of dermals on like his lower arm, like around his wrist area. And I remember one time, like it was crazy. I'm sorry, I'm like staring. But it was like crazy because like apparently his ex-wife was in the mall and he didn't want like his shit about it. And he was like trying to cover up the dermal. So like he was like trying to like wrap a plastic bag like around his arm like he was just like regular carrying, but he was like trying to take the straps and like cover the dermals as much as possible.
Why? Why you
I
trying to
don't
hide from
know.
his
It was some
ex-wife?
craziness between him and his ex-wife. I don't know. Look, working at that job, I always was in the middle of some weird craziness with them rich people.
Gotta love it. Retail, baby. So I mean, bruh,
It's so
for a pink
stupid.
diamond
Like
to
you
put
really
on the middle of your
but you're
forehead.
really about to walk around here a grown ass man that's supposed to be some kind of thug walking around with a multi-million-dollar pink diamond embedded in your forehead like it's a bendy or like you Vision.
Like, what shape you gonna get? Like, is it gonna be
It is
square or
he already has it. It's a
pearl
sapphire
drop?
shape.
Sapphire.
So it's like
Gotcha.
that oval round. It's like that oval shape.
Yeah, nigga trying to be like Vision.
And apparently Sauce Walker got like a $250,000 diamond implanted in his face. And it's a teardrop.
Is that Superman?
Did he become some? No, that's not him. I got Mean Girls on the TV, yo. And
You sure that's not Superman? Not this Superman, the last
the
one.
previous Superman from the one that everybody didn't like.
Right.
No, that's not him.
Okay.
The one who played the previous Superman was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Well, okay. You kind of favor him a
He
little.
do.
Okay. Yeah, Creel got Mean Girl on. That's Mean
And Retro
Girls.
has never watched it.
That's one of them white cult classics, I guess.
It's not a white cult classic. It's a female cult classic.
Or a female cult classic. But I don't know any black girls that said they watched this shit.
Oh, you will be surprised. Especially me going to all girl school. This movie was life. This was law. This is like this came out after we were out of high school. But I mean, a lot of the stuff that goes on in this movie about like having like kind of sort of a hierarchy and who was popular and who was kind of bitchy and blah blah blah. Like, absolutely. That anybody who went to all girl school definitely related to this movie.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah.
I mean, you only had a class of like 35 people, so you wouldn't relate to this.
So
Well, that's what I'm saying.
anyway.
Y'all ain't had no hierarchy because y'all were all related.
Yeah, you're right. And if we did, I'd be in the top of that shit anyway. But back to the story. So look.
You'd have been a sexually active band geek. Not denying it.
Anyway, like I was saying, so yeah, this shit's stupid. Lil Uzi, bruh,
Why, son?
you could waste your money on that, but whatever, man.
But I mean, people really just out here just like these people really coming out here just making up new ways to stunt, and it's just getting more and more ridiculous.
Not even the stunt, just new ways of wasting money.
Well, it's like wasting your money.
3
Because somebody
4
was
years.
like, why don't you put it in a ring? He was like, because I'd be pissed if I lost it. You'd be even more pissed if somebody break in your house and scalp you in your sleep to get it.
That's it.
And not only you lose a multi-million dollar diamond, but also now you got a big ass scar in the middle of your forehead where somebody cut it out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't wish ill will and I don't wish for that to happen. But
You asking for
dude,
it.
like, yeah, you kind of asking for some shit like that to happen to you.
Please don't go to no club and get in a fight because somebody will bust their head open. Like I say, somebody.
Look, you be lucky you don't take a random chick home and she try to get it
That's
out
it.
you. A pink diamond?
That's it.
What?
Shit,
She'll
wow.
walk around with it in a ring. Take that bad boy and take it to somewhere and just get a setting made for it. That's what I would probably do.
Yeah, man. But besides that craziness, me and Creole, what we did was
Tortured ourselves.
pretty much.
Because
So-
we've been waiting for this day.
Did I come across this movie?
Yes. Actually, I had heard that it was coming out, and I didn't know that it was out. And I saw people talking about it on social media, but I didn't know they were watching it. And then you were saying we have to watch Cutthroat City.
Right.
But
So,
we've been waiting for this day since the last podcast.
mind you,
Lord have mercy.
pull up the cast. Before we get into it, we watched 3 movies: Cutthroat City, Blood Brothers, and Project Power. All of them have New Orleans tied to it. Now, Project
Not tied
Power.
to it. It like takes place in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Project Power, it takes place in New Orleans, but the main characters are
Like the girl is from New Orleans.
the girls from New Orleans.
Which one called the cop? He's from New Orleans, but
Right.
he doesn't attempt an accent. And then Jamie Foxx is not from New Orleans.
Right.
He's passing through.
So, and the main thing is that we are, we're trying to sit here and figure out who has like the worst.
It's not even trying to find out the worst accent. It's just how they try to portray us.
Right. So, that's in Project Power. Blood Brothers, which is Tiffany's favorite movie.
It is not my favorite
Creel's
movie. Jesus Christ. Why do you always say that?
It's with Trey Songz. He plays a cop from New Orleans.
And it's old boy that play Roller in Claws.
There you
is
go.
The white boy.
So they are in New Orleans, but they don't try to portray the accent.
They don't even attempt it, which I greatly appreciate. They didn't really, like, they're supposed to be dudes from Algiers.
Right.
But I actually appreciated the fact that they didn't even attempt to be so New Orleans. And they didn't attempt any slang, any accent, and I like greatly appreciate it. It literally just took place in New Orleans.
That's it.
The New Orleans was the setting of it, and that was it. Like there was no attempt at accents. Well, granted, they like in the movie they're grown ass men though, so they're not trying to be hood because he's a cop. Yeah, the friend is in jail, but I mean he didn't miss like 15 years of just culture period. So and he's white. So I mean, yeah, I would rather someone not attempt an accent over trying to do all of like trying to add as much slang as possible that we say and say y'all heard me after every sentence and blah blah blah. I would rather you just not do it at all, and that's what happened in Blood Brother.
Yeah, so let's get to Cutthroat City.
Oh,
CTC, baby. Who's in there? Who we have?
The torture of this movie. But it has such a good cast, though. Cat Graham, Shameik Moore, Demetrius Shipp Jr., Denzel Whitaker, Wesley Snipes. Let's see, who else? Let me expand this. T.I., Terrence Howard, Ethan Hawke, Isaiah Washington, Rob Morgan, who played Issa Rae's spoiler alert dad in The Photograph. Let's see. And then like the rest of them are probably like locals.
Now, with that being said, and before we even get into Cutthroat City, another thing. Project Power has a good storyline.
Great storyline.
And look, if y'all haven't watched these movies, spoiler alert, y'all need to watch it if y'all want to. So Project Power, Jamie Foxx is looking for his daughter. Jamie Foxx was a Marine, and he was doing
experiments on him. And then he ended up developing powers.
He has a daughter, but he left out the military. He has a daughter, and the daughter has these powers, but she doesn't.
She has like all the power.
Right.
She's the source of all the power. Like he has like one power, but she ends up the source of like multiple powers.
She's able to access these powers without taking the pill, because what they do is they took the DNA from her to make it into a pill form to give certain humans their certain powers. So he's looking for his daughter. The government took her. He finds out that they setting up a temporary shop in New Orleans. So he goes to New Orleans to find her. In doing so, he runs into this New Orleans cop who know of the drug.
Well, he runs into the girl first because she's a dealer.
Right, but she's like is she a dealer?
She's a petty dealer, yeah.
Okay.
She's like a lower level like dealer. So he's like trying to find out where she's getting it from.
But doesn't she work with the cop though?
Well, the cop kind of like the cop knows her because he buys from her.
Okay. And pretty much the reason why the cop is buying for her because he's trying to figure out this, try to get to the. He's not gonna bust the dealer. He gonna get to the source.
He's trying to get to the source, but he also uses it in his police work,
right,
to make himself bulletproof.
Right.
Because because pretty much the pill. Every person has like it's almost like an understanding that every person has an untapped power. So you get the same power every time you take the pill.
Right.
So his is the fact that he's bulletproof.
Right.
So every time he takes it, he'll take it while he's in like an intense situation that he could possibly get shot.
Right.
And that's how he protects himself.
Exactly. So that's Project Power. Blood Brothers. Trey Songz, 3 other guys. One of them is a white guy. They all grew up together, young kids, doing mischievous shit. They running from convenience store robbery, they stole some goods. They witnessed what was
it was a high-speed chase between a armored truck and these guys who were trying to rob it.
So
they crash, they get in a shootout, they all shoot each other. The back doors to the armored truck is open, so they go to take the money.
The white motherfucker, he's standing there, and one of the guards is like half alive.
Yeah.
Struggling with it. He goes, shoots him, kill him, and just stood there.
And waited for the cops to come get him while Trey Songz
and the rest of them
character and the other 2 dudes take off with all the money. With what? It was like $4 million?
Yeah, $3 million.
It was like $3 million missing.
So, white boy go to jail.
Trey Songz tells the other 2 friends that we're not going to touch the money until he gets out. So they sitting on this money, like 15 years, they'd sat on this money through Katrina and all this stuff like that. I mean, they don't mention Katrina, thank God. Like, they never once mentioned that now that I think about it. Like, they never was like, oh, because Katrina. Never once, thank God. Yeah, so they wait until he get out and say, we'll split the money when he get out. Shit, $3 million, they could have all 3 of them could have just dipped and just said, fuck that boy. But anyway, so they wait for him to get out. They meet up. They split the money. But then old boy decides he wants revenge. And he's pissed at them. So then he starts he kills the other 2 friends to take their cut.
And he waits to fuck with Trey Songz last because he want Trey to feel his pain and all that shit because they, that's my brother. That's my brother.
Even though he was the only one that checked up on him, put money on his books, the whole time he was in jail. Like, he kept up with it, and it's not like he forgot about him.
Right, but him and Trey,
but he was also mad. But he was also mad because he turned his life around and became a cop.
Right, but him and Trey had a closer bond than the rest of them.
Right.
So,
and he kept pretty much his whole purpose. He kept saying was he was trying to bring out that old Sonny out of him.
Right, but like I said, good storyline,
an actual storyline.
Now,
like maybe not the best movie, but it actually had a storyline. It had a beginning, middle, and an end.
Yeah, it was straight.
You understood the movie.
Yeah. Now let's get to the nitty gritty, motherfucking Cutthroat City. Now,
2+ hours of torture.
Creole told you who was all in it. All right,
amazing actors.
These not no CD class. These some motherfucking.
These are at least B-list actors.
B-list / A-list actors.
Right.
Bruh, I tell you, I don't understand the storyline.
It was
confusing.
The worst.
The motherfuckers with the outfits, the so-called slang.
They tried too hard.
Motherfucker talk about I'm in the night wart. What's the wart?
From the night wart?
From the night wart. 5'4".
From the 5'4".
Night wart. Woody.
And when your girl told him stop speaking that yet, History lesson, guys. Yet is not what New Orleanians speak. Yet is more so of a Saint Bernard type deal.
Say that, but no. T-Pain might know about that.
Oh man, they were just. It just seemed like RZA listened to like a couple Lil Wayne songs. Like, I totally get the culture now. I'll have to write a whole movie about it.
Man, look, RZA, I'm not trying to play you as a writer, director,
Your kung fu
whatever.
movie's amazing.
Yeah, stick to that, bro. Don't come down
But
here.
leave us alone.
Don't
Leave
come down
us
here with that shit.
alone, please. Let us make our own movie.
Don't come down here with that shit.
Ugh.
It was horrible.
It was so long. It's so bad. It was such torture. And I keep in mind, like, this movie was 2 hours, right? So we watched this movie and it just seemed like it dragged. It was so boring. It took forever. And we just was like, ugh, but we got to get through this movie so we can talk about it on the podcast because we promised.
So, wait,
But then we turned around right after that and we watched Blood Brother and we watched Project Power like it was nothing.
Exactly. But look,
which was like an hour and a half movie and another 2-hour movie. Like, it was nothing.
So let's dive into this shit. First of all, T.I. and these motherfucking raccoon fighting.
Oh my God.
Nobody.
Wait, let's start off with T.I.'s supposed vitiligo on his face.
First of all, that shit looked like it was some dried up
milk on his face.
On his face that he didn't get to wipe off.
Oh, he didn't wipe off no cleanse off his no. And it was just on his face around his mouth. And you know what? I don't know enough about vitiligo to know. Maybe it can just be, it just looked bad. It didn't look like vitiligo. It looked terrible. It looked so bad.
So T.I., my boy, he didn't even try to tell you. Of course, T.I.
T.I. is T.I. in every movie.
He ain't try to talk no New Orleans accent or nothing like that. But for this nigga to be down, for this nigga to be sitting here fighting raccoons.
He's living in a FEMA trailer. Because, you know, of course, this had to take place like right after Katrina. Because we got to mention Katrina.
Right.
Got to.
Right.
Because it wouldn't be New Orleans if we didn't bring up Katrina.
So he's sitting here. He's like the thug. He's like, you know, running the he holds the streets down wherever. And this nigga got raccoons and they fighting raccoons. I'm like,
fighting raccoons?
Nobody fighting.
We don't fight raccoons.
Nobody fighting no goddamn
now, maybe
raccoons.
That's some corner somewhere that we don't know about where they fight raccoons. Man, but I think there's a general consensus among people from New Orleans. There's a general consensus among people in New Orleans that we do not fight raccoons.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like they was like, what is the most country shit we can think of?
Bruh.
And say, you know what? Fighting raccoons.
Bruh.
Who the fuck does that?
Nobody
we eat
raccoons.
People eat raccoon.
Nobody fight them.
But nobody fights raccoons.
And then in the movie.
Like, what? How does that even make sense?
Then in the movie, he tells this motherfucker to walk the plank. And when he say walk the plank.
He means pull your pants down.
And let the raccoon bite on your bird. Bite all on the man bird. And I'm like, man, I ain't walking no fucking plank.
Raccoons don't even mess with people like that. Raccoons don't even chase people like that.
For real, though.
You see a raccoon, they pop their head up and they take off running.
Yeah, they
don't really rock with people like that.
Right. So, yeah, man, that whole shit with T.I. and he fighting these raccoons, that was bullshit. So, yeah, out here. Another bullshit part of the movie is nobody's going to go to no motherfucking Tulane to become a police officer.
Everybody went to Tulane in that movie. They were acting like Tulane was UNO. Like, they was really out here acting like Tulane was cheap to go to.
So your boy,
Tulane is a private university. If you don't know, that's down here. Everybody knows. A lot of people knows about Tulane University, but Tulane is not cheap for people to just be randomly going and then deciding to be a police officer.
Not cheap at all. Your boy sitting here, quote unquote, he went to Tulane for art, and then they have this little female detective or police officer. She went to Tulane. So that's how they know each other.
Just so they could be like, oh, I remember you.
From Tulane.
From Tulane.
Nobody, no police officer.
I'm not dropping no money at Tulane. I wish my child would drop a
ton
of money for Tulane.
Just to become a police officer. I'm sorry. No. You could have went to UNO, Delgado.
Delgado is where a lot of cops go. Osuno, believe it or not.
Osuno. But Tulane?
But
to
not
become
Tulane.
a cop? Man,
not
get the fuck
Tulane.
out of here. So you have that. And so the premise of this movie, which is crazy, is these 4 friends.
They're all poor after Katrina and live in the ninth ward.
One is a musician. The other one is a starving artist. The other one, I don't know what he do. He just sleeps in his van,
He just slang.
and oh yeah, he sells weed. And the white boy, he just
He
hanging
just
with them.
chilling and raising dogs. Well, raising one dog.
So they're like, man, we gotta get this money. We gotta get this money. They trying to find a way to get money. Well, they go holler at Ti to get a gig, and they go rob a casino. No, no, they go rob the racetrack, the fairgrounds racetrack.
They robbed the casino at the racetrack,
Yeah, and in doing so,
which I don't think was immediately back open after the storm or whatever.
so in doing so, they robbed it, and they had some quote unquote cops pull up, but they didn't look like police officers. They just looked like some thugs in police officer uniforms. And the guy in the van waiting for him, he goes shoots at him, which I don't know why, and
Draws attention to himself.
draw attention, and they have this shootout, and then they have a chase. Well, they have the chase. One, they caught up with him. One of the friends died, gets shot.
He got shot when they shot up the van.
So boom, he's dead.
Of course, it's the trumpet player, the poor little innocent trumpet player who didn't want to go in the first place. Of course, he gets shot and killed.
So he's shot. They're trying to figure out what to do and everything. Ti, he wants his money.
Well, they bring him to the funeral home. Have to take some of the money and pay the guy. Remember,
Right, yeah.
the funeral parlor to lie and say how he died
Yeah,
because they didn't want his mom to know he got shot.
right. No, yeah, no, I know. I'm just cutting on them.
But I'm saying, but that was like part of the reason why Ti was like, y'all owe me money. Remember?
Right, yeah. So
because
they're
they had to take like $5,000 in that money to bury him.
right. So they was like, well, we're gonna get you the rest of the money. We'll get you the rest of the money. And he was like, he's like, nah, man, y'all, you had your chance. So he was about to make one of them walk the plank. But the white boy had a dog he been training. And he blew the whistle for the dog to come, and the dog came, and it got away. But Ti now is looking for these niggas because he wants his money. But now he want them dead. Mind you, all this shit going on, right? You got Ethan Hawke, who is like
He's a council member.
he's a council member. He's hearing about all this riffraff and stuff. And the cop, he heard about the whole fairground casino robbery. So then he has this. Then there's this female cop, the one that went to school with the artist. She's trying to figure out what happened, what's going on. So she's on the case. Then, they trying to high and low. They go high and low, and they go by the boy's dad, who was played by Wesley Snipes.
In the swamp.
In the
little
swamp.
shack.
Little
in the swamp.
shack. And Wesley Snipes don't sound shit of a bayou or nothing. He just sound like an old countryman. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's just a generic,
Very
heavy.
generic.
It's a very heavy generic country
Hey
accent.
boy, hey boy. Yeah,
That's the guy. Like, hey boy, what? You gonna come see me? Like what?
I'm like, this is your daddy?
You don't even sound like you from the bayou.
Exactly. So they hiding out, trying to figure out what their next move is. And mind you, T.I., the only reason why they even got linked up with T.I. because he had just married his baby mama. And his baby mama, and T.I. is his baby mama cousin. So that's how they know each other and whatnot. So T.I. runs to his cousin. Like,
and they
look,
literally just call him cousin.
yeah. And they're like, look, you know where your man is? She's like, no, I don't know where he at, but da 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 da. They chopping it up. And he's like, well, look, man, telling I'm looking for him. And she's like, I don't know where he at. He left his wife and his kid. What man does that? So anyway, they figure out that, well, you know what? Let's go rob some other.
It started robbing truck stops.
Let's go rob some truck stops, get our money up. And we're gonna talk to who? A Saint?
Yeah, they were trying to meet up with Saint.
Saint. Now Saint is played by Terrence Howell.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know, I guess he's the all to be all.
He's like the ultimate, like, drug lord, kingpin, whatever,
whatever the case may
crime
be.
boss, whatever. Because they get to his mansion and he just got like naked chicks with their ditties all out bagging cocaine.
I must have missed that part because I was dozing off.
Yeah, well, by that point it had gotten boring. It was like dragging.
Right.
Because these idiots were like, they robbed all the truck stops. And then,
Wasn't there a point where old boy was boxing his bag? He was punching the boxing bag with Wesley Snipes.
yeah, like
So
on some,
yeah, and I'm
like
like,
on some Rocky training
yeah,
crap.
and I'm like, oh, so this nigga about to fight T.I. or something? Or
Then they started knocking like robbing the truck stops.
right,
And his dad kicked him out because he had found the money.
right,
Then these dummies go to the club and start spending the money.
right.
And that's how he ended up getting kidnapped to go see Saint.
Okay, yeah.
Because Ethan
dozed off
Hawke
on that
had
part.
told him to find them. Like he told his homeboy to find them
Right.
and bring them to Saint.
So pretty much they was gonna offer him, but Saint did like, no, they not. So Saint took the money and invited T.I. and well, Saint met up with Ethan Hawke and he's like, hey man, I need you to take care of this. You know, do. And he's like, all right. So he set up his meeting with T.I. character. T.I. come out there talking, boom. T.I. character gets shot in the head. So they ain't gotta worry about that. But they back to square one. They broke.
They broke again.
They broke again. So the artist like, man.
We did all that for nothing.
So he was like, yeah, well, we're gonna rob the FEMA thing. Because they got money there. So they go one night, rob
Which makes no sense because FEMA is not carrying cash.
They don't carry cash.
I'm saying that like it's current, but FEMA was not carrying no cash.
Shit,
All
no,
they had was paperwork, and then they would cut you a check from the federal government.
Exactly. And I don't think they cut the checks on the spot. They did?
No,
Yeah, no.
I don't think so. You just got it in the well, they might have cut it there, but they definitely had no damn cash.
I know they didn't have no cash. So yeah, so they showed them robbed them places, then they all get shot. Now after
they had to have a set it off moment,
right? But then after that, you see old boys signing
comic books at Studio B.
So we're like, wait a minute, I thought he's dead, but I guess we think
from what I was seeing online, apparently the scene at FEMA was a scenario he thought up in his mind for the comic book.
Well, shit, the thing. Well, but see, that's the thing. Why didn't you set that up?
Look.
To be like, oh, he's gonna just focus on.
You asking for way too much out of this movie, Raphael.
I'm not asking for shit.
Retro, I'm sorry.
I ain't asking for shit, man, because like I said, the shit. Anyway, so he signed books and wind up, quote unquote, this comic book gets picked up or whatever, and I guess he's making his money and everything's good, supposedly. And that's it. And like I say, I swear to you, that's it. That's how it ends.
Apparently there's an end credit scene that I'm not going back to watch that.
I'm not. We can fast forward it, baby, but
I'm not wasting my time. That's no.
Anyway, it was bullshit.
I don't want nothing to do with that movie no more.
Cutthroat City is cut dry and bullshit.
Cause the Night Wart.
The Night Wart.
Night Wart.
From the Night Wart.
5-4.
5-4.
What's up, Wody?
Wody.
Because apparently they think we were still saying Wody in 05.
Wody.
In like 05, 06. What's up, Wody?
What's up, Wody, son?
Come some weed. Oh, and the fact that they had old schools on 26s riding around. We do not do that here.
That's
we
a
do not.
Shit.
PSA, we do not do that in New Orleans. That is
bring that shit up just
that is some Hammond shit.
Club LA. Club Escalades. Come holler at me, baby. Club Tahoe. Ty-Lo's, I'm sorry. Club Ty-Lo's.
That's that mezzanine shit.
You heard me? You know where to find me at, baby.
That is that Hammond, Atlanta shit. We do not do that here. We do not ride old schools on 26s. We do not.
We don't do them dunks and trunks.
We don't do low riders. We don't do none of that foolishness down here. Do not. Sticker cars was
Come
a
on.
thing back then.
Yeah, it was.
But we were not riding it. We were not riding on 26s. That was not our thing. But there was a lot of that in the movie.
Too much of that bullshit. But
it was so bad.
it's
so
horrible.
bad. I would have wanted to fight somebody if we went to the movie and saw that.
I wouldn't went to no fucking movie.
You're
to see
right.
that
I wouldn't.
shit.
I don't go see
that garbage.
I don't spend my money on nothing but Marvel movies, and it's a damn
That's
shame.
it.
But at least I know it's gonna be some kind of good.
That's it, baby.
And it just was so damn bad. And as the cast was amazing, the acting I guess was fine, but I wouldn't know because I was so pissed off with the bad accents and use of slang and things like that. Whoa,
Crazy.
you heard
Whoa.
me, yeah, because you heard me, you heard me, you heard me, you heard me.
Out the ninth ward.
You heard me.
The ninth ward.
Wardy. You heard me.
But we're also doing 3 more movie reviews today. We saw one. What was it?
Trying to Come Up.
Trying to Come Up. This is a movie that takes place in New Orleans.
And it's just a bunch of
and
niggas from
New
Instagram.
Orleans niggas
From Instagram.
who made a movie. So, we already saw this one.
It's Mario, it's Pete Almo, it's all of them.
Actually, we could talk about we could probably end with talking about this one because
we got a lot of time to talk about it.
No, but what I'm saying is because this kind of will tie into it because the other 2 movies, we're only watching these because it's 2 different record companies who made it.
Yeah. And see, look, I'm sorry, y'all. I've never gotten to see
Ball of
Blocking. I've seen I Got the Hookup. It's just been a long,
We're not watching
long time.
I Got the Hookup.
Oh, that's right. You make me watch Hot Boys.
We're watching Hot Boys, yeah.
Oh.
We're watching Hot Boys, which was produced by...
watch Hot Boys.
We're watching it.
Want to watch Hot Boys.
We're watching it.
The only thing that Silk the Shocker is worse at than rapping is fucking acting.
I don't care. We're watching it.
That scene
It's
in
for
the
the
hospital is
podcast.
terrible.
It's for the podcast. We're watching it.
Y'all lucky I love y'all that I'm torturing myself with these movies. Huh?
So we watching Hot Boys produced by Master P and them, No Limit, which is strange because...
Can you just make me watch?
No, you watching it.
Can I just watch I Got the
No,
Hookup?
no, we're not watching I Got the Hookup because it's not the same principle. No.
All right.
So we watching Hot Boys, which, like I say, it doesn't make sense because the Hot Boys is a Cash Money Records group. But whatever. So we're watching Hot Boys by Master P and them, and then we're watching Ball and Blocking by Cash Money and them.
And I've never seen Ball and Blocking.
So now back to the other movie we was just talking about.
There was not much to it.
There is nothing. It's just
a movie with a bunch of dudes in it.
I feel like it's like a Friday afternoon. I feel like it's like a Thursday, Friday. It was like a Thursday to Saturday type of event. It was leading up to the weekend.
But here's the thing. It felt that way, but there was random ass time jumps in the movie.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. But that's how I feel. I feel like that's how that's how it works.
Like none of the storylines were like continuous.
None of it.
It just was like, I don't know. Like somebody wrote it and just like, it just was all over the place. Like they just made sure everybody had a role in it. So they could say everybody was in it. It was just random. It was random. It was. And I keep repeating, it was just random.
It was.
There wasn't much to it because it was like you had the leader dude and you had like his like goons on the side and you had these 2 dudes who was like robbing people and you had a dude who told his homeboy he could sleep with this chick because he really wasn't rocking with her like that, but then got mad when they started messing around. But that wasn't even like a continuous like story. Like they would just every once in a while pop in on that. I don't know.
But see, I don't have no problem with this movie because it's what I expect out of them.
Well, yeah. It's a low budget movie.
And plus they had funny shit in it though. They say some
There
funny
was like
shit.
funny, But it was New Orleans stuff from New Orleans dudes.
You
Though.
had
Like
to-
you could
you
tell there
had
was
to-
a lot
but-
of ad libbing.
But you had to. It's one of these moves that you had to be from New Orleans
to pick up on a lot
to
of
pick
stuff.
up on it and appreciate it. So I'm not saying it's a Oscar winning.
Not even
film or
close, but
anything
like
like
when your
that.
boy was like, your girl tougher than some project steps.
That shit was funny. It's just something. It's more just it's a local film.
You
It's
let
a local
yourself get
film.
robbed by a killer nigga?
Airline,
The
Severn,
bird?
right? So I mean, I appreciate it for what it is because it stuck to the culture. It was what it was. You dig, and even to where they had the motherfucking girl cooking pork and beans and weenies with rice and fried chicken.
I
bro,
know that was
man.
nostalgia for you.
Yeah, shut up. So I mean, I appreciate it. It's all good. I enjoyed it. It was funny.
It was good. It was for what it was. It was good.
right.
So I'm not even gonna like get mad about it or whatever like that. It was what it was.
Like I said, it's nothing to get mad about. It was like I said, I enjoyed
Like the
it.
purpose of it was not to be a blockbuster.
Nah, man. It's just
They just looked up and it
it's
was
like,
on
hey,
Prime.
bro, let's make a movie. Fuck it, let's do
Because
it.
I legit just stumbled upon it. I'm just like scrolling through Prime, seeing like what movies they have, and they really do have like a bunch of like terrible urban straight to DVD flicks
You know
on
what?
there.
Fuck that, man. I'm about to reach. I'm gonna reach out to them and see and talk to brother-in-law and sister-in-law and get a movie. We're gonna
Get our movie together, but it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah, we're gonna have a storyline and shit, but I want to see how much. I want to see with the production and all that, how much it would cost to do that shit because.
But like we do a movie, it's gonna be a combination. Like we getting like New Orleans actors. Like it's not gonna just be comedians. It's gonna be a sprinkle of both. Cause I mean I know some New Orleans actors that I can
Are we
put
gonna
in
be in
movies
it?
and things like that.
I want to be in it. Fuck all that.
I don't know if I want to bring my acting chops back out.
You have acting jobs?
I went to theater like every summer.
Yeah, you went to theater, and then you were like behind the scenes in theater. You
Not
never
not
played
when
a
I was
role.
there.
Oh, what role did you play?
I don't remember. Jesus Christ, that was high school. It wasn't because it was never like oh, I was in Peter Pan and I was Wendy. Like
Okay,
it was
then,
nothing
so-
like that. It
All
was
right
like
then. So
I don't remember what the roles were. And I did a little bit of acting in college.
what?
I've told you this. Don't even go there.
What did you do?
I told you I was in a stage reading once. I was in
A stage reading, but that's a stage reading. That's not a production.
but it's still you like reading a script and kind of like acting with your voice.
okay.
And then I was in like a little one act for a friend of mine, and we put on for her class. And then I took like acting classes, and then like my senior year, we had to put on a production as my final
Okay. So what production did you put on?
for my senior final.
Yeah.
We did a very abridged version of Much Ado, and I played Baraccio the drunk.
So what line? Like you
'Cause,
had
like, we
you had
reversed most of the
lines.
roles. Huh?
You had actual lines.
Yeah, I had actual lines.
Okay.
Do I remember them right now? No.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but just
No, I had like a good bit of lines.
Okay.
Like I was the villain's like. I guess you can kind of call me a henchman a little bit.
All right.
I got to play a drunk. I was walking around the corset with my chi-chis out.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
So
Got to make out with another girl.
say what?
Yeah, we were supposed to have relations.
No, bro. What's this?
We didn't like really make out.
Did you kiss her?
No, but we felt up each other.
See, this the fucking shit I be talking about.
What?
Bro.
I told you I did this.
No.
Yes, I
no,
did.
No.
Yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I
no,
did.
No, you did not.
I did.
Then why I'm acting shocked then?
Cause you see when I tell you things like this, it go out through one ear and
No.
out the other.
No. The only girl on girl shit you told me is what, have I never or some shit or whatever?
Never have I. No, I told you
Suck and
about
blow or some shit.
what?
With the card thing when y'all.
I've never played that game.
What was it? It was Truth and Dare or something?
It was Truth or Dare. I told you that our friend Jaren
Yes.
found out during Never Have I Ever.
Right. But what I'm saying is though, you kissed the girl for that. You told me about that.
For Truth or Dare, yeah.
Yeah, she told me about that. You tell me about this shit filling up on another girl for production.
Because we was like emulating making out.
Once again, you didn't tell me about this.
Well, I'm telling you now.
Exactly. Boy.
It's not that big a deal. It's not like I was kissing her.
Anyway.
It's not like you acting like it got sexual.
Anyway, I said I was going to share this with you this morning. So I got a little side note story. So there was a time where I was talking to this girl. She invited me over, and her mother stayed with her. Now, her room and the mother room is right next door to each other, and there's a bathroom down the hallway. So I'm in the room, we're making out and everything, right? And I hear her mother wakes up, and she's like, "Shh, be quiet." I was like, "Okay." And I hear her walking down the hallway, going to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. I said, "What the hell?" Guys, that's your mom. And she's like, "Please, just don't say nothing." I'm like, flush the toilet. Goes back in her room.
You hear no water run?
The motherfucker didn't wash her hands. Next time I went over there to visit, so, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing good." "Oh, I just made some cookies. You want some?" "Nah, I'm good." "You sure they fresh?" I mean, I don't want none of them motherfucking cookies you made. Bruh, ruined the whole fucking night. Stomach was upset. I like, I don't know what
When
your
you said
mom.
the bathroom was right next to the girl room, I was like, either one or two things happened. Either mom made a lot of noise in the bathroom, girl made a lot of noise in the bathroom, or you did.
What you mean I did? What you talking about?
Well, I knew where that story was going. I was like,
Okay.
somebody was blowing up the bathroom and making
Yeah, no,
noise.
mom blew that shit up.
Because I can only imagine if it was like you was making out with the girl and she goes, excuse me, I'll be right back.
If that was the case, as soon as I heard the first round, I would have left.
She'd have came back and you'd already been gone.
I've been gone. I'm like, should I wait? Yeah. I say, man.
You'd have told her mama, tell her I had a family emergency. I had to go.
I'm like, man, shit, heard that shit made my stomach hurt. I had to go. Yeah, man, that shit, that blew my mind out, bro. I'm like, and she ain't wash her hand? No. Not eating them cookies. You can have that.
Oh, God. But you think you can act?
Do I think I could act? Yeah, I could act. I surely can. I could do anything you can do.
You can do anything I can do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Better go on the road. Better distribute some more of those to some people.
We're gonna bring them to Momo.
Oh.
So she can be cute. I still ain't saw her I still haven't caught her wearing the Black Pyramid mask that she stole from Dad.
She probably wear them when she go out.
He said that's her dressing one.
Oh, that's her dressing one?
I don't know. I don't consider it dressing, but Huh? Are you gonna take it back? I'm about to say she sure don't wear it.
She don't need it.
We're gonna have to buy her a pack of cute ones. So whenever the casino open back up, she can go.
I hope she wins some big money over there.
Sure. Why don't you just take the whole pack with you and then just distribute it and bring it back? Just bring them all in the bag with you and then just distribute them and then just bring them back in the bag. Instead of like trying to juggle them all and
Sorry for being quiet, y'all. I'm just watching Mr. Baptiste. He bought some
These
what
little
are they?
turtles.
They turtles that go underneath your face mask to help you keep the mask
They
off
go
your
with your nose
face.
and your mouth. That's what Retro was fussing at me about playing with.
Yeah. And he's just he took like 8 out the bag, put 2 in one bag, then take the 2 out, put 6 in, then take those out, put them in another bag. Nah,
No,
man,
no,
you
it's
got a
not an
system.
asshole move.
No,
It's
you
just
you
you
got
was
a
trying
system.
to like just take a few with you. It's just go ahead and take all of them and then just distribute them and just bring them back. That's all. Oh, trust we say that at work all the time. We joke at work all the time and say you making too much sense and you'll never make manager that way.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the truth.
With that knowledge, you will never become a manager.
That work? Okay. What you gonna do with that Ethernet cable? Internet box?
A TV.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I work out. You gotta do some more schoolwork or gotcha. Oh, now you're gonna be a track coach now.
Yep, they got him.
Boy.
Well, you know he can't come home at no 3 and just
Be that's
enjoy
it.
being off.
Must be
That's
nice.
that Islander in him. He always got to work.
Must be nice. Must be nice. So what's up? Is there anything else we need to cover?
Let's see. I don't know. What else happened?
I mean, that's all I got.
I mean, you got courtside Karen that got kicked out of the Lakers game in Atlanta.
Take it away. I don't know nothing about that one.
Oh, you don't know about that one? So, plastic white woman who has now been coined as courtside Karen, she claims that LeBron, they were sitting courtside. Jesus Christ, she says she's 25. She looks old as shit. All that plastic in her face makes her look old. All this plastic surgery making all y'all look old, but we'll get back to that. So yeah, apparently she's like sitting sideline probably with a sugar daddy because everybody's like, who's your husband and why wasn't he saying anything? But she wants to claim that LeBron had said something to her husband. So she was defending him and was like, hey, you don't talk to my husband that way or whatever like that and blah, blah, blah. And then she eventually got kicked out of the game. So she's pissed and all kinds of stuff like that. So everybody's like calling her courtside Karen or whatever like that because essentially she started some shit and now she's like blaming LeBron for her getting ejected from the game. And everyone's like, that's what you get though. Like, because everybody's like, well, Rihanna does the same thing. It was like, yeah, but Rihanna is not doing it during the pandemic. And Rihanna's not out here like trying to defend a boyfriend. Like, let's be real. If Rihanna gonna fight you, she gonna fight you.
Bust that ass.
But you sit up here supposedly defending your husband let you make an ass out yourself. And all it is, your friend is sitting next to you, bucking you up and recording you for Instagram. So you can be like, oh, we got to talk trash to LeBron and it backfired on you. Because that's all it is. It's just like, you let a 25-year-old woman intimidate you and scare you. It's like, everybody's looking at her like, bitch, you do not look 25. You look old as shit.
Oh, dusty it is.
So yeah, so if y'all haven't heard about courtside Karen, there's videos and stuff out. Of course, Shade Room and all of Instagram has videos about it. But it's like, but back to the whole thing with the plastic surgery, like these women are out here getting all this work on their face, and some of these black girls too, they getting all this work done in their face with the lip fillers and the cheeks and the eyes and the boobs and all this stuff, and they look so old. Like, just found out Selena Powell ain't but 25. She got arrested New Year's Eve night for driving a car that the G-Wagon that academics gave her with no license. They arrested her as that's karma for all the shit she did in 2020. And because 2020 was like, oh, you ain't getting away with this shit. Because she literally got arrested at like 11:30 something New Year's Eve night. So 2020 was like, bitch, you not going nowhere. You gonna get this karma before the clock strikes 12. And I'm thinking, I've been seeing pictures of her. I don't really like keep up with her at all, really, unless she like pops up dealing with like other celebrities and stuff like that. And I'm thinking she old as shit, like in her 30s. And so I'm like, why her old ass messing with all these young celebrities and stuff like that? Bitch, she 25. Looking just old as shit because she done got all this work done to her face, all these fake lip fillers. And I was like, baby, y'all doing too much to try to look like black folk. And it's making y'all look old.
Would you get work done?
Would I get work done?
Mm-hmm.
Not in the way people normally do.
What you mean?
I mean, because like I told you, me getting my earlobes repaired, that's considered plastic surgery because it's cosmetic. I mean, it does nothing. It doesn't affect anything. It doesn't affect my health. But like getting my earlobes done just so I can wear earrings and be cute, yeah, that's plastic surgery. You already know I want to get a breast reduction.
Right.
That's plastic surgery. But as far as like getting butt injections, and I definitely don't need lip injections, and I'm not trying to shrink my nose because I want my face to be proportional. And I had to laugh too because there was a video on Instagram, and I get it, she was trying to be cute and stuff like that and show off her pregnancy belly and stuff like that. But looking at her nose and stuff like that, I had to giggle because she clearly got work done on her nose to make her nose look small and all that stuff like that. But she didn't gain weight back in her face because she's pregnant. So now you got your regular normal round face with this narrow ass nose that don't fit your face.
Yeah, I remember you showing me that shit.
Yeah. Like it's gonna catch up with you. And I mean, I don't mean to be mean, but I mean, if you ugly pre-surgery, you do know your kids are still gonna be still look like what your old face look like, right?
Nuh-uh.
Like just because you change how your face look now, it doesn't like adjust your genetics to make your kid look like you.
Are you sure?
I ain't almost guaranteed because Kylie Jenner will never pop out a kid that look like her.
No, she would not.
That's why she has to have kids with all of the Kardashians. That's why they got to have kids with black men so they can look remotely like what they kind of trying to make themselves look like.
True.
Because the only way their kids are gonna have like bigger lips,
those black features,
yeah,
is
with a black person.
True.
So it's like, but a lot of these chicks out here, a lot of these Insta thoughts and stuff like that, they look so old getting all this work done. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, do I wish I can go under the knife and just come out slim? Absolutely. But lipo stomach look terrible. It's wrinkly, it's dimply, and all this. Because Cardi B has a lipo stomach. She don't care. She can care less. She'll tell you in a heartbeat she gets lipo. But just look at like how dimply her stomach is.
Well, yeah, it's not tight.
You know, like you could tell when somebody like loses weight from working out versus when they go get plastic surgery for stuff. Because it leaves dimples, it leaves scars, it leaves, you know, and all that stuff. And it just don't fit you. Like your body is constantly changing and growing and all this stuff like that. Especially all these chicks that get it so young in their early 20s and stuff. You still growing and you still maturing and all that stuff like that. So once your body starts building up underneath all that padding and that silicone and stuff like that, it gets weird. You look weird.
Can't tell them nothing.
You can't. But I mean, it's all for the gram. Like they gotta look perfect for the gram and things like that. And it looks so bad. And for Courtside Karen and for like Selena Powell to be out here talking about, I'm 25. Bitch, you look 45. Kylie Jenner looks like she's older than all the rest of the Kardashian sisters, and she's the baby.
She's like what?
22, 23.
Word? That motherfucker look old.
She look old as hell. She look older than the older sister. Hold on, let me make sure I got her age right. She's not old.
That's not flattering. That's all.
Kylie Jenner is 23 years old.
23.
She's 23 years old. She looks like she's 40.
That's fucked
She
up.
looks older than Kim sometimes.
Y'all need to go ahead and accept what God has given you.
If God made you ugly, God made you ugly. Just find something to embrace. Learn how to do makeup. Something, but embrace it because, I mean, it's going to catch up with you.
It will.
Cause something gonna deflate, something gonna run out. You gonna be spending money to try to keep up with it. Cause a lot of them lip injections and stuff like that stuff don't stick around. You gotta keep re-upping. Like Botox, all that stuff, you gotta re-up on that every once in a while. And that get costly. But just all this plastic surgery. And they got and it's getting to the point where black girls are like starting to get all of that extra stuff trying to look like them. And it's like, why? Like, your features are natural. Why are you messing with your face? Like, Vivica messed up her face at one point. I was showing you the other day how Jada had them cheek fillers for girls trip.
Yeah. Y'all need to chill
messed up
out with
her
that.
face. Like, y'all gotta chill. Like, y'all gotta. And I get it. People have insecurities, but y'all gotta.
But
chill out.
It's part of life, man. You're aging.
And embrace the aging. Just like move with it. Like, change how you do your makeup. Change how you do your hair. You just adjust and move with it. But I mean, you get all them lip fillers and do stuff to your face. Now your face can't adjust to weight fluctuation. It can't adjust to you getting older and things like that. And it starts looking weird. It starts looking crazy.
No plastic hair, people.
Hell no. Like I say, breast reduction, and I've already got my earlobes fixed. Because I had 2 piercings in my ear and they both like ripped from wearing, not really ripped, but like they split from like rejecting cheap earrings that I was wearing.
She was wearing them fucking gas station earrings.
Pretty much.
You heard me?
The body shop plastic jewelry and stuff like that. And eventually my ears like rejected it because it didn't bleed when it split. It just kind of rejected it. It just almost like it just kicked it out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had 2 splits in my right ear, and I eventually got it repaired for my 29th, 30, before my 30th birthday.
Yep.
And
now now my baby could wear earrings.
And I could wear earrings again.
I finally could buy her earrings and she could wear them. I bought her a set with a necklace. I haven't seen her wear it yet, but
lies. I have worn it.
What?
What, my Creole necklace? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, you talking about the aquamarine set?
Yeah.
We haven't been nowhere to wear that. But yeah, I mean, but other than that, ain't nothing wrong with a breast reduction. I just want my back to not hurt.
Right.
And I know when I get pregnant, they're gonna get bigger, and I'm really be miserable.
Oh well. Hey Mo.
Hi.
So be it.
Hey, Key.
Hey, Keelan. So, but anyway, you guys, that is it. We are at our end.
We're at our peak.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in once more. We're going to get into these movies and talk about it. Give me that goddamn thing. Quit playing with that.
Leave me alone.
Jesus. Anyway, you guys.
You're going to make me watch Hot Boys, then you're going to let me play with this.
Anyway, guys, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. Please keep on downloading, subscribing. Shout out to everybody who's listening. Like I said, once more, shout out to Uncle Mark.
We tortured ourselves and made ourselves watch Cutthroat City for you guys. That should be worth something.
Something. Woody.
If that don't show dedication and the love we have for you guys to torture ourselves through Cutthroat City, so you don't have to. Woody. I don't know what it is.
You mean the night Woody? You're anyway.
Fight you in the 5-4.
In the 5-4.
Woody. You heard me.
Yeah, you did. No, there was another one he said. Oh, whoop de whoop whoop.
Whoop de whoop.
Whoop de whoop whoop. Nigga. Anyway, holla at your boy. This is Retro.
And this is Creole.
And this was another episode. But yeah, take care, peace and love, baby.
Bye.
Let's go. Your girl Creole. Let's go. Your girl Creole. Oh yeah. It's your girl Creole. Let's go. It's your girl Creole. It's your boy Retro. It's your boy Retro. But yeah.